A Canadian man facing the death penalty in Saudi Arabia is going to meet today with Canada's ambassador to the kingdom. Muhammad Kohail and his brother were detained in January of last year after a schoolyard fight. Cell phone footage captured some of the brawl, in which one man died of internal injuries. The 23-year-old Kohail was convicted of murder and has been sentenced to public beheading. His 17-year-old brother will be back in court on Saturday. Ottawa has said it will seek clemency. And yesterday, Kohail's lawyer was ejected from a Saudi court for appealing the death sentence. We want to find out about all these new developments and how Kohail and his family are faring. Mahmoud Al-Ken, the spokesperson for the Kohail family, is my guest once again this morning from Montreal. Mahmoud, thank you for being back with us again today.
Thank you, Heather. Good morning.
Good morning. And let's start with the news that we're talking about. We know that the Canadian ambassador to Saudi Arabia will meet with Muhammad Kohail, the family, legal counsel. That's all we know, that there will be a meeting. Do you have any more detail for us this morning?
Well, I know that he's going to be meeting him very soon today. However, I'm not sure if he did meet him yet. I hope that the ambassador will brief Mr. Bernier about the issue and the legal flaws that's going on there. And hopefully that a higher level of officials, of Saudi officials, will get involved in this case to correct these legal flaws in procedure. Can
Canada's ambassador to Saudi Arabia, can he be of any help on the ground in the kingdom?
Well, besides giving the advices to the higher officials on the Canadian side, I don't believe that he's going to be able to do much. I think Mr. Bernier is the one who's supposed to be contacting the Saudi officials. He should be contacting his Saudi counterpart, Saud Faisal, as we mentioned before, in addition to meeting with the Minister of Interior, Mr. Naif bin Abdul Aziz. This is the scenario I have in mind, and I think the ambassador should have met Kohail a long time before, at least before the verdict was announced. Maybe we had a better chance to correct the flaws in legal procedure.
More flaws we saw yesterday. What happened in court yesterday, Mahmoud?
Well, the advocate went into giving the what we call the list of objections, which is the appeal document. When he went to inside, he went into argument with the same judges. Unfortunately, he had to submit the appeal to the same group of judges who sentenced him to death, as we mentioned again before. He went into argument with the judges. The judges took it personal. They believed, and after that, they asked him for a copy of his permit, and they threatened to revoke it. We hope that this is on the individual level of the judges, and the Saudi officials will counter this problem.
So they threw him out of the court, they threatened to remove him from practice, and you said they took it personal, meaning that it would be an insult, or in your estimation, they would have been insulted that he would have challenged their verdict by launching an appeal? Is that your sense, that challenge their sentence?
I think that, yeah, I think the judge took it this way, that he's challenging his verdict, and therefore it's an insult for him to challenge his verdict. It's nothing being personal. However, it's very unfortunate that they have to submit the appeal to the same judge who gave him the death sentence. And if the Court of Appeal rules or accepts the appeal, it's going to go back to the same judge. If the Supreme Court accepts the appeal, let's say the Court of Appeal denies it, the Supreme Court accepts the appeal, it's going to go back to the same judge again. We're locked in a deadlock in here.
So what's the hope then for a successful appeal?
Well, as we said before, it's an aggressive diplomatic pressure. We have to contact the Saudi officials in order for them to communicate with this group of judges and together with the Court of Appeal. We have 6 weeks left. We don't have much time. In addition to that, I hope that the Canadian officials will act fast on this case. We have 2 lives on the line, and we have Sultan going to be sentenced on Saturday. We don't have much time there.
And Sultan, of course, sentenced in connection with the same case, and he could also, as I understand it, Mahmoud, also receive a penalty of death, a sentence of death.
It's very possible, Heather. This is correct. Sultan is now under the youth court since he's under 18. He was in the incident when he was 16 years old. He's 17 now. He might be sentenced to death. If the youth court transfers him to the general court, it's a very possible scenario. It happened before, and execution of children did happen before.
Mahmoud Alkan, thank you very much for the update. I'm sure we'll be speaking again on this story. Thank you.
Thank you.